Well, Samdroid, that's the new term people are calling the emergence of Samsung phones running on Google's Android operating system. As television sales fall, demonstrated by today's earnings, is mobile the key to Samsung's future? Our Cris Valerio joins us live from the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas to talk about it. Hi, Cris.
Hey, Mark, that's right. You know, we're actually at the booth here with Samsung, and you mentioned those earnings numbers that came out. We actually had the chance to speak with Tim Baxter. He is the president of Samsung Consumer Electronics, and one of the things I asked him about was how is he going to get TVs to continue to sell. We asked him specifically about 3D sales and how he's going to foment information on that, because remember, only 2% of households actually have 3D TVs, and 59% of people polled this year said they were not expecting to buy 3D TVs. So I asked him about it. Here's what he had to say.
It'll sell about 1 million units in 2010. That is at a pace faster than HD TV, Blu-ray, DVD, and LED, all successful launches. So we have to put that context there.
That was also, though, at a time when people were buying more TVs, right? Because they were upgrading and it was a whole new idea. Right now, they just bought all those new TVs. So what do you think it's going to take? Well,
we're expecting the industry to go from about 1 million units to 6 million units. What it's going to take is more content. You have to deliver that, and we're working with the studios to do that. We just re-announced and reaffirmed a partnership with DreamWorks yesterday to introduce more content in 3D. Disney just announced 15 titles. Yesterday there was 1,000 hours of 3D programming will be coming out in 2011, about 25 video games in 3D. So it'll take content, number one, and more choices, more offers. 60% of our TVs in 2011 will be 3D TVs.
So there he was talking about TV specifically, but Samsung, of course, as you know, has really been getting big into mobile, and we're very lucky to be joined by Omar Kahn. He is the Chief Strategy Officer for Samsung Telecom. So thank you so much for coming. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
You're the guy behind the Galaxy Tab. 10 million are already sold this year. So I want to talk a little bit about kind of what you see for 2011. You look at the Galaxy Tab. It's really the only name that's come out as a somewhat competitor right now to the Apple tablet. What are you forecasting for 2011?
So, I mean, we launched the Galaxy S, which was our Galaxy smartphone on top of the Android platform last year. We sold 10 million of those since last summer. And then we launched the Galaxy Tab in October of last year. So in the first quarter, we sold 1.5 million globally. And so we're very excited about taking the leadership position in Android-based tablets. And it's a very early stage in the tablet evolution. If you look at the analyst forecast for the tablet market for this year, they range incredibly widely. And so, you know, for us, we know it's a high-growth category. We know we're the leader in it from an Android perspective, and we're going to maintain that leadership position. So we're committed to a full portfolio of tablets. Now the Galaxy Tab is gotten tremendous consumer response. We launched it. We're proud to have launched it at every major carrier in the U.S. and we also announced a Wi-Fi only version.
But Omar, you're not going to give me any numbers, huh, to what you're expecting as far as 2011. Well, let me ask you this: everybody's coming out with a tablet. I mean, there are more than 80 tablets that are being showcased here. A lot of them are running on the Android platform. In fact, most of them obviously are running on the Android platform. So, what do you guys? How many more tablets do you see coming out of Samsung that are going to run on this platform?
I mean, we're committed to a full portfolio of tablets, and that's mainly because there's different consumer needs, different consumer sizes. Now, we launched the Galaxy Tab at the 7-inch form factor because consumers wanted a truly mobile tablet for one-handed operation.
So are we going to see any other tablets though coming out this year that are on that?
You'll definitely see some additional tablets from us. Look for some upcoming announcements. We're not announcing anything here, but we're already the leader. You can expect us to continue being the leader.
One of the things that we've been actually seeing from analysts is they've been calling this the Samdroid, the emergence of Samdroid, right? So HTC dominated when it came to mobile devices, smartphones specifically, last year. You guys have had this biggest growth in the smartphone category. How much do you see that increasing, or what do you think about this whole Samdroid emergence and the partnership that you guys have with Google?
So, I mean, Android, we're very committed to the Android partnership, and we launched Galaxy S last year. Like I said, we sold 10 million.
Well, then let me ask you something more specific, because you're telling me something you just told me, so I want to dig in a little bit deeper here.
Well,
and that would be, well, let me say this: how much of the actual mobile platform do you think is going to comprise of Android systems, right? So what percentage of your revenues that are coming from the mobile platform are going to be Android?
Well, I can't get specifically into numbers, but I mean, in terms of percentage of revenue, but we will ship, I mean, probably more than 50 million smartphones this year, and Android is a very significant part of that from a portfolio perspective. So that's over doubling the number of smartphones that we shipped last year.
And last question here. Right now, latest quarter, 28% of Samsung revenue came from mobile specifically. How much do you see that increasing? You look at the end of 2011, are we going to be over the 30-40% mark?
I mean, I have no idea. It's impossible to predict at this point.
But you guys have to be running some kind of numbers, right?
We're going to grow. The mobile business is going to grow, and we're going to grow more than the market. So.
Do you think that it will ever be larger than the semiconductor side of business and television side of business?
Don't know. So our goal is to grow the mobile business and continue to grow it very profitably.
Excellent. And thank you so much. I mean, do you have anything you want to add as far as what Samsung is doing that you think will be different from a lot of the competitors here?
Yeah, I mean, if you take a look at, the fact that you're in our booth and you see the multiple screens, from an Android perspective, from a smartphone perspective, we're also looking to give consumers an experience across all of these screens. And that's really the differentiator. In addition to the brand and what we're doing, we also touch consumers in so many different ways in their lives, and the ability to touch them in every single way is really a differentiator for Samsung.
And it makes money for Samsung. We're glad. Omar Kahn, thank you so much, the Chief Strategy Officer for Samsung Telecom.